Welcome everybody back to another episode of GNW Shockwave, episode 2. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am Christian Tracy, and tonight we've got some great action for you here in the GNW arena. This is going to be one tremendous match, including our main event where we saw, after the distraction of the world champion Alice Bishop on the last episode of GNW Adrenaline, he attacked Elijah Rogers. So apparently, off camera, Elijah Rogers actually demanded a match with Bishop, and I gave him the matchup. So in the main event, we will see the GNW World Champion go up against the GNW Royal Rumble winner Elijah Rogers. And that will be in our main event. But let's not waste any time here, folks. We're going to start off the night with a bang, as we're going to see Pedro Sokolov, the French Paradox, go up against Raja Singh. Which I think, if you folks don't remember, those two had a bit of a heated battle on the last episode of Adrenaline, or these past couple episodes of GNW action. But, apparently, Sokolov said that enough is enough, and I want Raja in the middle of the ring, or in that ring on the next episode of Shockwave. I gave him the matchup, so the question is, will Raja Singh be able to pick up the victory over Pedro Sokolov, or will the French Paradox be able to show on why he's the best and defeat the rookie and Raja Singh? That is one matchup that we have to find out up next. Great to be back here in the GNW arena, and you hear the reaction from the crowd. They are not loving Pedro Sokolov right here. The Thunder Pyro means one thing: Thor is coming soon. The God of Thunder himself, Thor. Yovan Ross, good to see you again. Welcome back to another GNW episode. And there he is, the French Paradox, Pedro Sokolov. And like I said, folks, he demanded a match with Raja Singh. I don't think if you folks can remember, I think in a tag team matchup, we saw that Sokolov and Raja Singh were in the tag team action. I think Sokolov just abandoned Raja, or it was the other way around, to defend for themselves, and that made them lose in the tag team matchup. So basically, right here, this is going to be a bit of a retribution from one of these two. But at the same time, you never know what can happen here in GNW. And here comes Raja Singh, the young superstar who made his debut in this season not that long ago. And there he is, folks, Raja Singh. And right here, folks, this man right here said that he wanted nothing to make a statement for himself in GNW. And he's been able to do that lately. He's been able to pick up it. He's been able to dominate the roster back and forth. But at the same time, with Raja right here, Sokolov's been in his mind these past couple of episodes, or past few times GNW was on the tour. But now, with Raja finally going to be able to get his hands on Sokolov, that could be a huge win for Raja right here. Boom, combatants are set. And the bell is run right here. Ooh, and a bit of a chop. Ooh, and both men are starting off a bit strong here. And a sidewalk slam. A sidewalk slam by Pedro Sokolov. And now Sokolov just clomping away at the back and taking down Raja. Ooh, missing the kick right there. Raja Singh dropping Sokolov down. Oh! And a huge knee right there by Raja Singh. Huge kick into the gut. Trying to pick up Sokolov, but no. Sokolov reversing with a huge boot. Picking Raja Singh back up. Oh, and a huge work on the arm reversal right there by Singh. Oh, and a huge bit of a spear in the turnbuckle right here. And now, Sokolov, huge belly-to-belly suplex connecting. And now picking up Raja Singh. Oh, and the Singh reversing right here. And now Singh trying to get momentum back right here. Huge elbow into the back of Sokolov. Both men are, looks like they're going back and forth right here. Singh, knocked down yet again by Sokolov. Going for the pin. And a 1 count. Raja Singh able to kick out. Sokolov right now. He's got him in a bit of a hold right here. On the side. And now Sokolov, and Singh able to get out and sweeping Sokolov off his feet. Now working on the arm again. Now let's, and a bit of a good move right here by Raja Singh. Right here. And you can hear the crowds, both men. Both men are wondering what's it gonna take right now, knowing that these two just went back and forth with each other. And now Singh still holding Sokolov up. Wait a minute. And wait a minute, Sokolov's getting it back up. Oh, and a huge strike into the punch. Oh, and dropping him down on the mat. Oh, and a huge miss on the kick yet again. Huge elbow into the back. Oh, and a huge strike, reversing. Reversing yet again, both men. This is a heated back and forth matchup, but wait a minute. The huge French pile driver connecting. The French pile driver just connected on Raja Singh, going for the pin. 1, 2, and no. Singh is able to kick out. Huge momentum, back and forth action that we're seeing right here in this episode of GNW Shockwave at the start. Now, I think Sokolov is calling for an end right here. He's going for the deadly, the deadly French, the French paradox connecting. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and it looks like that's gonna be it. Pedro Sokolov picking up the victory. Huge win for the French paradox himself. Huge victory right here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, what are both men doing? Oh, wait a minute. Showing some respect. Ow! And it looks like a bit of a show of respect right there by both competitors. And now, Raja raising the hand of Sokolov. Could we be seeing a weird alliance? Could we be seeing an alliance between these two? You never know what can happen. Maybe these two are potential contenders in Tag Team Gold. Never know what can happen here. And now, up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be one-on-one action right here. 2 teams, but one will represent each team. And these two combatants will be, and these 2 teams will be in the huge matchup at Over the Limit for the GNW World Tag Team Championships. And as it will be representing the Storm Brothers, it will be Brett Storm, and then representing the Turners, it will be Lenny Turner in this matchup. So basically, it's Storm versus Turner in this matchup. The question is, apparently I've seen that it's the younger brother versus younger brother, from what I've been seeing from right here. This is going to be one interesting matchup. But like I said, folks, the tensions have been heated with all the teams in the four-way matchup Over the Limit. But now we're going to see what happens when 2 of the teams go one-on-one with each other. The God Thunder himself will be in GNW with his adopted brother, God of Mischief, Low-Key, Is he coming to GNW or their sister, the guy's death? Hello? If this was WrestleMania 28, the match would be over and she's your world champion. This is differently, Ross. Well, good point. You've got a good point right there. But yeah, like I said, folks, these two teams have been a bit heated back and forth off camera and backstage in the GNW locker room. Apparently, Storms and Turners have been going a bit heated backstage until they said enough was enough. And now we get to see on what happens when these two families collide. Let's get this matchup started. And here comes the younger brother in... Here comes Brett and Tyler Storm. Brett in the front, Tyler in the back.
And from Helena, Montana, weighing in at 251 pounds, Brett Storm.
And you see right here, Brett Storm being accompanied by his brother, the Cowboy, Tyler Storm. Now, and the reason why I say failed four-way match is because you folks don't remember, the tag team champions were the Davis brothers, or something like that, until the team was defeated by the Bikers and Oliver Root and Marcus Webster. So basically the Bikers are now added into the triple threat matchup, which is now a fatal four-way, from what I've been told. And now here comes the entrance of the Turner family. There's the younger sister, Isabella. All we need now is both Wade and Lenny. And there they are, folks. There's Wade Turner right there. And there's Lenny Turner. Right there's Wade Turner. Lenny Turner. Right there. The Turner family now making their way to the ring.
Accompanied by the technician, Wade Turner. And representing the family from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Omega, Lenny Turner.
And like I said, Lenny Turner's the youngest and Wade is the, well, I should say the younger brother with Wade. And then Isabella is the youngest in the family and is technically their manager. Soon we'll be seeing Isabella Turner in action. Like I said, both Wade and Lenny have been training their sister in action. I don't know what, and you see right there, Brett Storm apparently next to Isabella. I don't know what the heck's going on over there. But you see right here, both Wade and Lenny are knowing of what's at stake out over the limit, which I still have no idea when it will be. But like I said, these two combatants are set. Brett Storm with Lenny Turner. This matchup is underway. A huge chopping block right here. Now up on the rope right here. Collar elbow. Referee breaking him up right now. Okay, show respect right there and strike. And now again, collar elbow into the turnbuckle. Referee breaking it up. Oh, and you just see that slap in the face by Lenny Turner to Brett Storm. That's a show of disrespect right there. Oh, now Lenny wants to be good enough and just play respectful. As now both men are just having a collar elbow battle right here. Oh, and I think Brett Storm just paid the opportunity back. Now we get things on the way right here. just a bit teasing each other at first. And now this matchup is underway. Started off with the calling up, but then first it was Lightning Turner that hit with the slap, and then Brett decided to retaliate back. Now, oh, and a huge kick in the face by Brett Storm. And now just trying to get away right here. Huge suplex connecting right there. Huge kick into the back by Brett Storm. You gotta wonder what's going between these two teams as Brett Storm is going through the pin right now and a 1 count. You gotta be wondering what's going between these two teams right here. Because like I said, folks, after the Bikers have won the tag team titles not that long ago, they're added into the tag team title matchup with the Storms, the Turners, and apparently I've heard that the Mega Bucks will be returning in action in the matchup. So we'll be seeing those 3 teams as the challengers, and then we'll see the Bikers in the matchup, as we'll see. And like I said, it'll be a fatal 4-way action for the tag team championships. Huge clothesline right here. You gotta be wondering, because with the Storms, you gotta wonder if what it would take to actually try and get those tag titles back around their waist. The Turners, you know they have a history with tag team gold, and with the Mega Bucks, you know they have history with tag team gold. But the question is, when you go up against the Bikers, who are a bit devious and notorious, and you never know what can come about from them, you never can expect what can happen in fatal 4-way action, folks. As now you see Lightning Turner, a bit of an airplane spin after taking down Brett Storm right there. Now going for the pin. Oh, wait a minute, he's saying, no, I fooled you right there. Playing a bit of mind games, showing what might have happened over the limit. Now picking up Brett Storm. Oh, and just drop him down on the mat. Now just taunting right here. Huge kick into the face. And now, a huge urgent right there. Or Yurkin, or whatever it's called. And now, going for the Baltimore knee. Going for the huge Baltimore knee right there. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And no, Brett Storm able to kick out in the nick of time. And now, Lightning Turner taunting at the GNW crowd. A bit of a miss of a reaction right here. At least right here now, working on the head. Working on the head right now. I want to work in the arm right now. Now just worked on the arm. And now going for the pin yet again. 1, 2, and no, a 2 count. Brett Storm able to kick out yet again. Oh, and a huge kick into the back of the head from the looks of it. Huge knee into the head. I'm just stopping away. Now Lightning Turner trying to get back in it right here. Ooh, a huge kick into the back. Now just taunting at the GNW crowd by Lightning Turner, saying that that'll be what's to come at Over the Limit. And now Lightning Turner picking up Brett Storm. Huge reversal by uppercut by Brett Storm. Irish whip outside of the apron. Huge belly to belly German suplex. Picking up Turner. And now going for a bit of a sleeper hold. Going for the sleeper hold right here. Going for the huge sleeper hold by Brett Storm. And Turner able to get out. And now huge suplex connecting. Huge back suplex connected by Lightning Turner. And now Brett working on the arm yet again. Trying to weaken the opponent. Trying to make sure that the Storms don't even make it to Over the Limit. But now, looks like he's going for a huge powerbomb right here. Wait a minute, what's he doing? Oh, and a huge face plant. Right there with that huge gory bomb. And now dragging him towards the middle of the ring. Going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and no, it looks like Brett Storm's still able to kick out. And now it looks like Turner could be going for another, and going for another finish right here. As he's going for, once again, the Baltimore knee. No, wait a minute. Brett Storm able to get out of it with those huge elbows into the head. Striking away with a huge forearm. Now just staring down. Now it looks like, I think Tyler Storm is trying to tell Brett that, finish it right now. Finish it off, brother. And now, wait a minute. Huge. That huge enziguri kick right there. As he's going for that huge thunderstorm. Now 1, 2, and that's it right there. Brett Storm able to pick up the victory here in this matchup. Huge victory to Brett Storm. We thought it ended right here with that huge Baltimore knee strike. Or in other words, they call it the BKS. We thought it ended right there. But after it's still a huge back and forth matchup, it ended with a huge thunderstorm kick right there. And now Brett Storm, your victor of the matchup. And apparently Wade Turner's ticked off, arguing with the crowd and apparently arguing with the referee from the looks of it. So what a great way. Maybe that's what's to come at Over the Limit, as we'll see. Maybe the Storms, that's probably a show of a sign of what the Bikers might be witnessing in the matchup. But now, up next, it's Fatal 5-Way action in Extreme Rules. In Extreme Rules right here, as we will see 5 of the best combatants here in GNW has to offer. As we will see Zach Richards going up against Bruce Marshall, Jay Burns, Michael Basham, and Jackson Young. These 5 combatants are willing to put their blood and soul in this matchup. And like I said, it's Extreme Rules, but it's not elimination. So once the pinfall happens, they win. Which one of these 5 combatants? And apparently I'm also getting word from the back that the winner of this matchup will not only win the match, but the winner of this matchup will be going up against Eric Graham for the GNW Intercontinental Championship at Over the Limit. That's a bit of a good opportunity right here. So now these men know what's at stake right now. Now these men know that whoever wins this matchup will be going to face Eric Graham for the GNW Intercontinental Championship at Over the Limit. The question is, which one of these 5 will be able to actually go up against Eric Graham? We'll have to find out up next. And apparently I'm being also told that apparently due to multiple encounters in the past, apparently we would see Ace Hill go up against Double A Adrian Andrews in one-on-one action at Over the Limit. And with those two, we saw what became at Money in the Bank, and then we saw we saw a bit of a small preview of what was to come at Vegas. But now those two are going to go at it, as now we get ready for the 5-way matchup right here. And introducing first right here is one of the best high flyers that GNW had to offer, and that is the Falcon, Jay Burns.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 199 pounds, the Falcon, Jay Burns.
See right there, Jay Burns is now making his way towards the ring, as he calls himself the real deal, as you see on the shirt right there, with his little JB on top of it. He wants to show what GNW's been missing. He wants to show what the audience has been missing right here. You see right there. Maybe this could be a future contender. This man has tried for the Internet Championship before, but failed to come up with the victory. Maybe he'll be having a greater opportunity when he goes in the Internet Championship. Maybe he'll do that when he goes after the Internet Championship. And now here comes representing Knockout.
From Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 250 pounds, Michael Basham.
And here comes the leader of Knockout, Michael Basham, the young man from Seattle, Washington. We saw him in Knockout on the last episode of Shockwave. We saw what those three men can do, but now let's see what Basham can do in singles competition, or at least in five-way action right here. See right here, he feels confident from the looks of it, knowing that what's at stake right here. And here comes a man that we haven't seen in GNW for quite some time, ever since the GNW World Cup. And there he is, Brutus Marshall.
From Cheyenne, Wyoming, weighing in at 204 pounds, the prodigy, Brutus Marshall.
I can't think of a better way.
And apparently he wants to be called by the nickname the Prodigy now.
That definitely would have made things better.
From Wyoming. Wyoming's Prodigy. He apparently wants to be called that now. But ever since the GNW World Cup, we saw what this man can do. And we had no choice but to decide to give him a contract here in GNW. So this could be a huge opportunity for this man. So to look at Michael Basham, he didn't even seem impressed. But now here comes the fourth competitor in this matchup. The young man from Rochester.
Weighing in at 265 pounds, Jackson Young.
Here comes the young man from Rochester, New York. This man right here. We saw him not that long ago. I think we saw him at Vegas Fight Night with Terry Murphy and all that. And like I said, we saw him debut at Money in the Bank, I believe. But this man right here, this young competitor right here, could be given a huge opportunity of a lifetime right here, as he's going to be in this matchup to probably have an opportunity at the Intercontinental title. And we can never forget about one man, this man right here. This man.
And from Lafayette, Indiana, weighing in at 240 pounds, Zach Richards.
This man, Zach Richards, we've been seeing him on and off, and we saw him return for the season not that long ago. And now with Zach Richards, he tried to go for the Internet Championship last season, but now apparently he says that now, since Eric Grant decided to bring back the Intercontinental title, now he's got a new prize on his mind right now. And now, Zach Richards right now, this man right here could be a future champion. See right here, almost all four of the men, in almost all the other four men in the matchup are surrounding Zach Richards. As you know that he's the big man in the group. As you know right here, with all these five combatants, you know that Eric Graham has got to be watching in the back. You see right here, all combatants are set. And this matchup is underway. And it looks like Zachary Richards wasted no time right here going after Jay Burns. As now Basham is working on the youngster Jackson Young. As Marshall is just apparently just taunting in the middle of the ring. And now apparently he's going to the outside, probably going to be working on. It looks like he's going to go after Jackson Young, so it looks like it's a bit of a 2-on-1 disadvantage right here by Jackson Young right here. But it's only a matter of time till either Marshall or Basham can betray one another and go after each other. So both of them just taunting at Young, saying that he doesn't deserve to be here in GNW. So apparently they're just picking on the young talent right here who just made his debut not that long ago here in GNW. And now Young trying to get back in with a huge clothesline. Oh, and a huge German suplex connected as now Burns trying to get back in right here and go after Zach Richards, working on the arm. And now what's he doing? Going to the outside. What could Jay Burns be thinking right here? Oh, wait a minute. He's getting a table. Now getting thrown back into the ring. And now all 5 men are back in the ring right now. Richards right now. He's got Burns at the corner. Oh, and a huge drop on the head at the top turnbuckle. And now, looks like Basham is now going after Zach Richards. Now going back and forth. Ooh, and huge clothesline right there. Irish whipping Richards to the outside. Huge power bomb on that laid out table right there. And now Jay Burns getting a sledgehammer. Using that in play right here. So this is Extreme Rules, folks. And now you see right there Jackson Young going and setting up the table right there. And now Marshall, Irish whipping. Oh, and a huge knee into the gut of Jackson Young. Now working his way. Now Jackson Young reverses Jay Burns back into the ring. Just a tremendous flip right there. Now all 5 men are still back in the ring right now. As Jackson Young, what's he doing to Marshall? He's putting him at the top. Wait a minute, now set him up in the tree of woe. And a huge knee connecting. I saw right there, Basham just tried to go for a huge, working the knees right there. Now Burns rolling out of the ring. Good smart strategy, trying to get some breath right, get some air right there. As now Jax, oh, and a huge super kick by Michael Basham, knocking out Zach Richards. Now we're down to Jackson Young and Basham right here with a huge Michinoku driver right there by Jackson Young. Marshall's back in the ring, going after Young with a huge suplex. And now looks like a huge Hurricane Rana connecting by Bruce Marshall to Basham. And now what could Marshall be thinking right here? As Burns going after Jackson Young. Now throwing him into the corner. And now Burns with a huge super kick. Oh, and going for that sunset flip, connecting, going for the pin right here. 1. And no, Richards able to save the pin and the matchup. And now going for the huge ZR, going for the Richards drive, the Richards way right there. Going for the pin, and no, a breakup by Bruce Marshall. And now huge kick into the gut, dropping Bruce Marshall on the mat right there. And now Richards right now staring down who he could be going after. And it looks like he found his pick. Oh, wait a minute. That was awesome right there. And so right there, sunset flip by Jackson Young is off. That's both Richards and Marshall just went for a huge... and just a huge kick right there by Bruce Marshall. Huge, tremendous action right there. Tremendous action. I can't even catch up, folks. And now Basham on the apron right now. And dropping Jackson Young on the knee. Now rolling out of the ring. And now Basham right now trying to take down Zachary Richards. Smart strategy right here. I think if you folks saw a bit earlier. Wait a minute, table might be coming into play. Table is coming into play, folks. Huge suplex, and right through the table. Huge suplex by Michael Basham to Zach Richards through the table. And now Burns setting it up right here. He could be going for an end. As he's going for the whole Falcon splash right there. Going for the pin. One. And no, both Basham and Marshall saving the pin. Huge knee right there. Now Richards. Oh, and a huge leg drop by Young. Now Dragon. And now going for a pin right here. And no, Burns saving the matchup right here. It's now Young going after Basham right now. Just knocking down all of these men right here. And now Young being a bit smart right here. Going to, oh, wait a minute. Burns stopping Young while he was getting a weapon. That was a bit of a smart move right there. Wait a minute, a huge combo right here. Huge kick right there by Jackson Young. Oh, and just dropping Michael Basham. And now I think Jackson Young could be going for that huge sunset flip right here. As he is going for the sunset flip right here. Oh, and just connected on the head. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And the young rookie is going to over the limit. The young rookie in GNW is gonna achieve his dreams right here. He's one step closer on achieving his dreams on becoming champion here in GNW. Tremendous matchup by all 5 of these competitors. But in the end, it was this young man right here picking up the victory. Jackson Young. Now we know on who is going to be facing Eric Graham at Over the Limit for the Intercontinental Championship. And we might be seeing a new Intercontinental Champion in this young man right here. This young star, this Jackson Young, has a lot to achieve. And we might be seeing it Over the Limit. Congratulations to Jackson Young as we go from one championship match to women's action right here. As you saw at the last episode of Adrenaline, folks, we saw that it will be, I believe we saw Shannon Gomez go up against the Miss Money in the Bank, Piper Gibson. And during the matchup, Tiffany Rogers' music hit, and apparently, or the Ministry's music hit, and all of a sudden, it caused a distraction from Tiffany Rogers to attack Piper Gibson out of the blue. So we're going to see Miss Money in the Bank, Piper Gibson, go up against the GNW Women's Champion in Tiffany Rogers in one-on-one action. The question is, will we be seeing Miss Money in the Bank prevail in this matchup, or will we see or will Tiffany Rogers show Shannon Gomez on why she is the best women's champion in GNW history? That we'll have to find out up next. That match that we have had right here, folks. But now it's time for some women's action. As now we would see, as we will see the introduction for our GNW Women's Champion, Tiffany Rogers. But at the same time with Tiffany right here, she's gotta be, with Tiffany, that she can't be nervous too much, because, sorry folks, with Tiffany Rogers right here, she has that women's championship right there.
From Columbus, Georgia, the Global National Wrestling Women's Champion, Tiffany Rogers.
I know with Tiffany Rogers, that she's got a stat book on her hands, because with Tiffany right here, she's gonna be worried about Shannon Gomez in the at GNW Over the Limit. And with Tiffany right here, with Shannon Gomez, you never know what to expect from any of these women right here. And plus, with Tiffany knowing that Piper Gibson is the Miss Money in the Bank, that's gotta be another target on her back right here. But with Tiffany Rogers, you see right here, she doesn't even feel scared right here. And she is gonna be putting the fear in Shannon Gomez when these two battle it out. A bit of a smart move right here by Tiffany Rogers, going after one competitor rather than the other. But the question is, can she still prevail if she even defeats this woman right here, who is Miss Money in the Bank, the GNW Money in the Bank, Piper Gibson.
From Blackpool, England, she is Mrs. Money in the Bank, Piper Gibson.
And with Gibson right here, with that Money in the Bank briefcase, she can cash in at any time, any place, until the next season. And with Gibson right here, until the season finale, which will be, it'll be a couple pay-per-views to come, but it will be GNW WrestleFest. I can confirm that right now. She has until WrestleFest, or even for Jose Sergio, he's got until WrestleFest to cash in any time for the Women's Championship. Or World Championship. And you see this matchup is underway. And now you see right here, Piper Gibson trying to start it off right here. Oh, and a huge takedown right here. Tiffany Rogers now trying to stomp away at Piper Gibson. Now picking up Gibson. Dropping her down yet again, working on the head. Smart strategy right here. As I apparently heard that during the Women's Money in the Bank, apparently Piper almost suffered a concussion by the head during that matchup. So a bit of a smart strategy by Tiffany Rogers, going, using her head as a weapon. But apparently Piper getting back up, trying to get back in it right here. Just huge kicks right there. And now, and a huge kick into the knee by Piper Gibson, but Tiffany Rogers able to reverse right here. Dropping Piper down. Huge kick into the front right there. Going for the pin. One. And a 1 count. Piper Gibson kicks out. And now dropping. Gibson laying her down. Ooh, and that's a bit of an interesting move right here by Tiffany Rogers. Oh, huge elbow, and again, 3 huge elbow strikes by Piper Gibson, reversing and getting out of that hold right there. And now, Gibson trying to, and with a huge knee, knocking down Tiffany Rogers, going for the pin. 1, and not even at 1 count even. Not even at 1 count. Now Tiffany Rogers being able to reverse right here. Reversals back and forth right here by these two combatants right here. And now grabbing Tiffany by the arm right there. Oh, and just stomping away on the arm. That could be a weakened point right there. And now going for a bit of a submission right here. Work on the head of Tiffany Rogers. And now apparently the question is, and apparently she can, as Tiffany Rogers being able to get out of that submission. But now I think Piper is going for the Blackpool knockout right here. As she went for the Gibson drop, I meant to say. Oh no, Tiffany Rogers sweeping Piper off her feet. Now just turning at the GNW crowd right here. Piper getting up, hanging on the ropes right here. Oh, and just dropping her knee into the gut, but now Piper's out. Wait a minute. Tiffany, what's she doing? What could she be thinking right here? She's telling Piper to get up. But what is she even thinking right here? Oh, and a huge elbow
She's in the
Huge
zone
standing
now.
elbow on the outside.
Bringing it back into the ring.
Now, just face plant into the apron by Tiffany Rogers to Piper.
Here she goes. Back
Referee
in the
was
ring
at
now.
count of 4 just in the nick of time.
This could be
And
all
now,
she wrote.
huge,
Can't waste any time here.
that huge
Absolutely. She goes for the
sanity
cover.
drop right there. As now it's a 2 count right there. Piper able to stay in this matchup. The women's champion is trying to show on what to come to Shannon Gomez. We saw what Gomez can probably do to Gibson, but now we're showing not. But now I think
She's looking at it.
Rogers is showing her what the women's champion could do, and she went for the sanity drop right there.
Looks like she wants to win early.
You know, the ministry drop. And now that's going to be it right in the middle of the ring.
This one's history.
Your winner is the GNW Women's Champion, Tiffany Rogers. Just like that. It was a clear victory right here
Huge victory here
by Tiffany
tonight.
Rogers.
Much deserved, Michael.
But now I think you gotta realize on what could be going through the mind of Piper Gibson right here, seeing that she just lost to the women's champion. Oh, you can see that she's not the happy-go-lucky person right now, so you can see the anger in her eyes. You see right there. That was not a good sight right there, folks. But now it's time for our main event of the evening, as we will see the GNW Royal Rumble winner Elijah Rogers go one-on-one with the GNW World Champion Alex Bishop. And you know, with Rogers right here, we know that he's got the world title shot at WrestleFest, but we're just going to see on what could be to come here in GNW if Alex Bishop is still world champion. He would have to defend that world title against Elijah Rogers, but this is just an impromptu matchup of what might happen at WrestleFest if Bishop is world champion. But we know, folks, right here, that because of this matchup, on the last episode of GNW, it was Elijah Rogers going up against Sean McCarthy, the number one contender for the world title at Over the Limit. Bishop's music would hit. Elijah Rogers would almost have the win right there until Bishop's music hit, and just decimating Elijah Rogers. He just decimated Elijah Rogers, causing disqualification, making McCarthy lose. But now that's what led to this matchup. After the matchup was over at Adrenaline, Elijah Rogers asked for a match with Bishop before they counter at WrestleFest if that happens. And that's what led to this matchup. And now, here it comes. Speaking of the Royal Rumble winner, here he comes right here, folks. There he is, Elijah Rogers.
Making his way to the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 266 pounds, Elijah Rogers.
And now with Elijah Rogers right here. Elijah right now, he has a great combatant right here. He's got a good momentum right here. But at the same time, he can probably show what Bishop can probably do to him if these two go at it at WrestleFest in the season finale, which will be towards the end, or right when, or in real life situations, will be when 2K20 is around the time. And now Elijah Rogers just waiting for the entrance of the world champion. Speaking of which, here he comes now. And there he is, folks. Alex
And
Bishop.
his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Global National Wrestling World Champion, the Rebel Alex Bishop, champion.
And speaking of Las Vegas, folks, we were just at his hometown for a Vegas fight night. He was defending the world title against Kevin Jindrak. Bishop decimated Jindrak, and apparently I've been stated after the matchup that Jindrak actually suffered a head injury during the matchup, and we won't be seeing him for quite some time. But you see right here, Bishop right now holding that title proud. And you know, without Bishop, he could probably wonder if McCarthy is still watching in the back and seeing of what he could do. Because if you folks saw, after the matchup, after the Vegas Fight Night, as this matchup is underway, after Fight Night, we saw Bishop encounter McCarthy, and those two went at it backstage in the GNW arena. And now both men are going back and forth with each other right here with these huge clutches right here. And now, with Bishop with a huge net breaker connecting right here. Huge kick right there. Oh, and a huge chopping block right there. And a huge toss, and a bit of a toss right there. Elbow drop by Elijah. Just stomping away at the GNW World Champion. Going for the pin right now. One, and not even a bit of a one count right there. Bishop gets back up. Elijah Rogers right now. You can be momentous. You can be momentum right here. Oh, and a huge move right there by Elijah Rogers to the World Champion. This could be what's to come. And a huge super kick reversal right there. That could be the momentum point right there. Is now Bishop working on the legs of Elijah Rogers.
He's on the defensive here. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all.
Elijah Rogers right now.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes
trying to stay back in it right here. We're trying to stay in it right here. So he went for the huge snap suplex. Bishop picking up. Rogers dropped him on his head. Now going for the pin right now. One and a one count. Elijah Rogers able to kick out. Bishop trying to stay in. Both men are trying to stay in it in this matchup. But at the same time, you gotta wonder what's going through their minds right now. Oh, and just dropping him on the top rope right there. But you gotta wonder what's going through the minds of both these combatants right here. Knowing that maybe, I'm saying maybe, these two might be battling out for the world title at WrestleFest. You never know what can happen here at GNW. And with Elijah Rogers, you know, with him, he's gotta be focused that this might happen at WrestleFest. But with Bishop, you gotta know that he's worried about Sean McCarthy gunning at the world title at Over the Limit, as Rogers going for the pin. One and a one count. Bishop able to kick out. Huge elbow into the head right there. And now Elijah picking him up. Super kick connecting of his own.
you have to like his chances here.
Now I think Rogers could be going for an end right here. With the huge ER clutch right here. The huge ER clutch right here connecting. Wait a minute, Bishop trying to back out of it right here. Oh, and a huge boot connecting. Bishop just stalking his prey right here. Huge kick into the stomach. Now just taunting at the GNW crowd. Now dropping, oh, and a huge super kick, dropping him on his knees, and then on a huge super kick of his own. Now Bishop, what could he be going for right here? Huge reversal right here. I think he was going for the Vegas cutter right there. I think that's what he was going for. I think he was going for the Vegas cutter, but Elijah Rogers able to reverse, and now Bishop has Elijah on the clutch, right, has hold him right here.
There's been a lot of talk about this superstar's latest spot in the power ranking.
Now Elijah looks like he's trying to get back in it right here, as he does. Huge Northern Lights suplex connecting, going for the pin. One, and no, you have one count still. Huge elbow connecting. And now, oh, and a huge move, huge knee right there by Elijah Rogers. And you know, with him going for that ER clutch, you know, that probably would have been, you know, if it was for the World Championship. And now another super kick connecting. Now Elijah's probably wondering what's it gonna take here. Now worked on the arm, connecting. And now I think he's probably gonna go for another ER driver right here, ER clutch. No, Bishop reversing. Oh, I think he almost grabbed Elijah, but dropped it, reversed with a huge drop kick. Going for the pin right now. Oh, wait a minute. Going for a dirty pin. 1, 2, and no, Bishop kicking out just in the right time right here. I think Elijah just lost his momentum right here. Huge suplex connecting by Alex Bishop. Bishop right now just now staring into the lifeless body of Elijah Rogers. Now Rogers trying to get back up right here. And now going for the move that injured Kevin Jindrak, and the Bishop driver connecting. A huge decimated move. And now going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and that's gonna be it. Alex Bishop picks up the victory. Bishop gave it all he's got, or Elijah, I meant. He gave it all he's got, but apparently it wasn't enough. We thought he almost had right here with the ER clutch, but it wasn't enough. But you saw, Bishop went for that huge decimated Bishop driver, the same move that injured Kevin Jindrak on the mat, on the floor. It was one Bishop driver, and that was it. And the Rebel has picked up another victory and another victim of his path on being world champion, on his world championship reign. But that is gonna be it, folks. I want to thank you everybody for watching this tremendous episode of GNW Shockwave. If you did enjoy this, leave a like and comment down below what your favorite moment was. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already for more GNW action. And once you hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell right next to it so you never miss an upload or when GNW might be going live. Update, I'll probably be back a bit later on tonight, probably a bit more Star Wars Battlefront 2, but you never know what can happen. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure, but Over the Limit's gonna be coming up. Still building up on the match card. Have to build up to one more matchup. If you folks can think of a matchup of what I can probably book at Over the Limit. Again, there's one more matchup I have to do. I have all the I have 6 of the matches set up. I have the championship matches set up. I have Ace, Hale, and Andrew set up. I have to think of one more matchup. So if you folks can think of one more matchup with the GNW roster, hang on, before I cut off. And now that I say that, I'll take you guys a bit of down the roster of what's to come right here. The only people that cannot be used is Ace Hale, Adrian Andrews, Akane Yamamoto, Alex Bishop, Arnold Rivera, Brett Storm. Let's see here, who else can't be used. Let's see here. Eric Graham. Let's see here. Jackson Young. Let's see here, who else can't be used. Jindrak because he's injured. Let's see here. Lenny Turner. Well, any of the Turners. In other words, Wade, Lenny, or Isabella. And since I said Brett Storm, I can't use Tyler Storm. You can't use Tyler Storm. The Bikers, Marcus Webster, and Oliver Rude. You can use that. This is a new superstar that's going to be coming. You might see him at the next episode of either Adrenaline or the next episode of Shockwave. Let's see here. Yep, Davis Brothers. Yeah, there's Oliver Rude, Marcus Webster's tag team partner. Let's see here. Who else can not be picked? The Mega Bucks, Randy Harper and Rick Morrison. Let's see here. Who else? Oh yeah, Mark. Oh yeah. Also, it's also you can use Malcolm Kennedy because he's in the triple threat. Sharon Gomez, Tiffany Rogers can't be used. McCarthy, he can't be used because he's in the world title matchup. But yeah, folks, these are all the superstars that you could probably think of a matchup for the seventh matchup for GNW Over the Limit. You never know what you guys can think about right here. But at the same time, the match card is coming up pretty good for Over the Limit. I'll be coming up with more. I'll be coming up with GNW Adrenaline and Shockwave episodes. You folks know that. Pretty soon, I might be bringing back a surprise. I might be bringing back a certain company that you folks have never seen in a long time, ever since the GNW started. I might be bringing back a certain company for one night only, and maybe for one last stand. But yeah, like I said, thank everybody for watching. If you haven't done already, like and comment down below, subscribe to the channel, tap that notification bell so you never miss an upload / stream. Shouts out to Ross Livington. Shouts out to everybody who watches the streams or watches my videos each and every day. You guys are the true MVPs. Until next time, this is Christian Tracy signing out. Peace out, folks. Have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.